Sound check one. So am I looking to relax?
You look fine.
So when I get up and be like, no, bro, no. There's no difference.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Everyday Gents. It's your boy Captain. It's your bro Snowy, returning once again for another round. Bizzo's birthday is today, so happy birthday, Bizzo.
Happy
Can we sing
birthday,
happy
bro.
birthday?
Can we sing?
Yeah.
You're the artist.
Okay, you're
I'm an artist as well.
Okay.
But
There's a
wait, it's
drum
Bizzo's
kit.
birthday and I'm getting a gift.
No, there's a drum kit. You and then
Okay.
right. Happy birthday.
No, let's remix it. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
I'm not the singer.
Happy birthday. Birthday to the business. Happy birthday to you. Right. Now, if you open up...
Oh, sorry.
Is that how you normally throw your drum kits when you finish?
No, I got great respect for my drum. I thought the box is empty. Oh.
If you open up that gift box over there, Snowy, you will see there's something for you, bro.
For me?
Of course.
And you made me throw it like that?
Exactly.
Bro.
But you can choose.
Oh.
I didn't know your size.
Yo, bro.
So I brought the whole box. You choose the size.
We were getting emotional, guys.
And as you can see, they're all white. Because
they're all white.
I'm tired of you using black.
No, okay. I've got something to say about that. I love wearing black.
Right.
You know why? Us slim, thick people have to wear black when we're on camera. But I'll take the white. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So you did whatever size you actually are.
This is not my size, but I'm just showing you. This is what I've got. Cap and the Tex family. Thank you so much. Now I feel like I'm a part of the Tex family. I'm even blushing now. Short, bro. Short.
I'll edit all that pinkness out. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
100%. Guys, thank you so much for joining us again. Please like and subscribe because we're on the road to 500. Right now, we're on 298 subscribers.
Sweet.
At the time of us recording this. So please, please, please like, subscribe, let your friends know about this amazing channel that definitely promotes excellence in our community because we're on the road to 5 clips, ladies and gentlemen. We got Snowy back here again. I gave him the white Tex t-shirt. I took all the black out because his name is Snowy and I guess, you know, he needs to wear some white things also. It's an oxymoron to be called Snowy.
I can guarantee you my wife is going to comment that she hates that name Snowy.
It's an oxymoron to be called Snowy and you don't even wear anything white, right?
No, okay. You do know me from way back, but I used to love to wear white tackies. Now, that's not how the name came about. I did explain in the previous episode, but I love white tackies. And then when I got kids, I had to stop because, you know, the kids just love to tramp. So now I've got a pair again. So, yeah.
I forgot what you explained in the last episode about how the name Snowy came.
Where I lived in Cyprus Road many months ago, and there was 2 Gerards there.
You definitely didn't explain.
I did.
No,
I'm so sure. Okay, anyway, I lived in Cyprus Road, and I think it was around 96, 97, and there was 2 Gerards there, myself and Gerard, another Gerard. And, you know, Comet, I did tell the story. Comet, the rapper. You don't know Comet. You do know Comet. He's a rapper, you're a rapper, you'll know each other. You're both colored from the gully, so you'll know each other. So we were on the road one day and he's like, hey, we can't be saying Gerard, and then you're both also looking. And
I'm guessing one Gerard is dark.
No.
Okay.
Then he was like, okay, you Cheesy. Okay, he had the nickname Cheesy. And then he's like, okay, hey, bro, you feel like this here? We'll call you Snowy. And then it's stuck ever since.
Cheesy and Snowy.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, let's get into it, bro.
I'm scared again. Wait. Thank you for having me back here. Yeah. Now okay, you all did, okay, Captain is the only one that's here. Bezzo's not here and Melissa's not here. So it just proved to me that Captain is the only one that wanted me back on the show. So thank you. Captain. Thank you. Yes, I said it and I'm sticking to it.
Let's leave it like that. So that being said, bro, I once saw something, and I just want your opinion on this. And I know you, but I want your general opinion on this, right?
See that face? That face.
I once saw something on a show. I like watching podcasts. So I once
Okay.
saw something on this podcast. It was a Cherries podcast, and it had 3 guys on the show. And they were talking about, are married men the prize? Right? Meaning that are married men what most women want?
Okay.
Now, in your experience of being a married man, and I'm hoping that you can be completely honest about this because it's not going to expose you in any way.
Cool.
Maybe it'll even make you look better. I don't know. As a married man, bro, do you believe that there is an argument to be had there that married men are the prize for single women? And why?
Okay. I like that question. It's nice. I look at it. Some females would look at it like getting a married man as the prize. Why I say that? Okay, let's take it back to when we were younger. If you got a girl that you knew once interested in you, how would that make you feel?
Not interested in her either.
You see this, so you didn't feel like it was a game.
No, honestly, it
Where-
was. Yeah, you know what? I'll answer your question in short and I'll expand. It made me feel like I'll answer them more. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Expand. No, like okay, yeah, but on a serious note, it's like okay. With me, I approached a girl at once, and she's like, "I've never looked at you in that way," and yet that for me made me like, okay, now let me show you how I make you fall for me. It was a game. So I look at it, if a female wants to get with a married man, it's also a game. Well, that's just my opinion. I look at it like it's a game. Like, okay, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get all the benefits that his wife might have, but without any other strings attached. Where I can maybe get what I want from him, and then I can go to that bra down the road that side. He's also married, and I can get stuff from him too. So it's just about securing the bag. That's just my opinion.
Okay, so let me expand on what I was saying. So my partner, right, that I have now, she was very, very, very much like what you're saying now about when you want a car, but the car's not interested in you.
Is she going to be happy that you said that?
I have no idea.
I apologize for his answer.
No, why would
I'm just playing, man.
I was saying she was what you described now, where when you want a car and the car's not interested in you.
Cool.
When you're saying when we are younger. As I said, I'll say that and I'll expand. When I was into her, bro, she gave me stiff gates. And like for 3 months. And I kept on trying and I kept on trying and I kept on trying. And the reason why I think why we men might find that attractive is because for me, I'll speak for myself. I knew that if I get this girl or when I get this girl, that quality of hers is going to make it very difficult for any other man just to go and get right.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Because it took me literally 3 months to even. So what she did was she was trying to say, there's a level here. If you don't come to this level, you're going to be like, you know, basketball, when you're too short and you shoot shooters and the hardest you try, you need to grow a little bit.
Nice.
That's what she was trying to say to me in her own way. So I believe that, that those type of women are quality because they're not in it for anything else but having a good, stable person. And even today, too, she still has the qualities that are first. So,
nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
But my thing is this, bro. I believe that certain women are in it to destroy another woman's brand.
Okay.
You know? So the problem with women is they hold grudges for years, bro. You know, like as a man, you will have a problem with this all. But if you'll meet up only until you'll meet up, you know what I mean? Because you haven't had an opportunity to air out your stuff, right? So I had a friend that there were 3 of us. 2 of us were really close, and then the other one came in a little bit later. But I think the other friend was jealous of the 2 of our relationship, right? So he wanted to be the one that was close with either of us. So we came and threw a wedge between the 2 of us, and he said things to me that this person said and said things to this person that I said, and then we just believed that and separated for a whole year.
Sure.
But there was another friend of ours, fortunately she was a female, and she ended up bringing us together. She's like, hey, come to my house, I'm doing something. Told us, come to my house, I'm doing something. We both end up there by the person's house, and she's like, all right, now the 2 of you, you'll need to talk.
Out.
You know? You'll need to talk. So I was like, okay. And he told me, say this old chummy, you said this, that, that. I'm like, yeah, but this old chummy, you said this, that,
sure.
that. I'm like, I never said that, never said that. Then we both decided to turn around, kick that all day.
Sure. You kicked him?
Yeah, I kicked him out like of the circle. And then we till today still have a strong brotherly bond. You check. But with women, I don't know if they don't like confrontation or they don't like altercation or what is it. But they'll just not talk to each other for years, right? And then hold that. So if you find somebody now and you seem to be happy, I'm talking about as a woman, they will now come to that man that you were there, and just because they have something, that's what it seems like over the years. Now on this podcast that Ochun, he was speaking for women in general. I don't agree, women in general, but I do agree. And the more I think about it, the more it is kind of true that some women are incapable of love. What you mean? Because let me ask you this question, right? Both of us maybe can attest to this. I have a child that is not from me.
Okay.
Right? And that was the first child that I had.
Okay.
Right? So it wasn't circumstantial. It was me accepting the child purely out of love.
Sure.
Because that was the first. There was no other one, which I'm forced. I wasn't forced.
Okay.
Right? How many times do you think that would happen for a woman if it was the other way around?
Well, I can only speak from stories that I've heard from other women, where they say, I can never be a stepmother. How can I grow somebody else's child up? And then you do get those that are genuine and be like, okay, yes, this is not my blood, but I will love you regardless. And then build a relationship. I know somebody that has a tight relationship with a child that's not hers. But even when you look at them, you'd swear they're mother and daughter. The features are the same. They've got similar features. And the love that they have is like, it's like insane. And she doesn't get treated any different, like how she treats her biological children. It's the same like how she treats this one. There's no favoritism or anything. So you do get those that are genuine, and then you get those that just don't care. It's like, oh, I can't say nothing to his child because when the child goes home to the mother, then the mother fills the child's brains with this and this and this. No, and then make up stories, which sometimes if you really go back and look, not even true. Oh, the child didn't say hello to me. I must say hello first. Who's the child? Yeah. So it's hard. It's hard.
Do you think it's natural? Because I don't blame women that are like that. I honestly don't blame them. I don't blame the women that do that, right? Simply because the difference between a man and a woman is that women are nurturing. So imagine you're a mother, you have
Or
the
the child.
seed, the seed connects with you. You know, I don't know how it works with a woman, but over the months you develop that thing.
Yeah.
So then when a child is born, the first thing it does is latches on to the mother. So
Yeah.
now when that process didn't happen with another child, it may be difficult to understand how to do that, because you did that with your own, that came from you, you know, unless maybe the person you're talking about hasn't had a child, hasn't had.
Yeah, true.
So then but now with men, we don't ever go through that. So immediately the only thing we know is to love from the offset of
It
that.
also depends on your upbringing. When you were younger, were you taught to love everybody? So like, I'll use myself for example. Growing up, both my parents grew me up. Well, they're still growing me up even though I'm grown. But I mean, they've taught us how to love each and every person. So that's how we know. We know love. We know to live, love, like it says on your wall. So that's what we also instilling into our kids, because we don't know, like one day, like you're saying, any of them would end up marrying somebody that has a child already. So if we nurture that from baby roots, how to love, then when you're older, it will just be a natural thing to continue showing love. And like for me, if I must just say like I came here now and your kids were here, I would also show that love. At church, it's the same. There'll be children there running outside and all that, and then when I rock up outside, after telling them to keep quiet and all that, because the service is happening, I do show that love. I mean, because I was taught. Now, this person that gets into the relationship, were they taught how to love? Because you get those parents that are just and not teaching you how to love. So now, how do you then love? So another thing that I taught myself was how to love myself first. So I went through a period in my life where, like, I said, okay, let me learn who I am. Let me learn to love myself, because one day I want to love somebody, and the somebodies that we make together. So I went through this whole process where I just kept to myself and found out who am I as a person, and had to learn to like look in the mirror and tell myself that I love you, bro. I had a very low self-esteem, so I didn't think much of myself. And I just felt like when everybody's looking at me, they look at me in some type of way. So I had to go past that, be reminded of the love that my parents taught me, and learn to love myself. And yeah, today, as crazy as I am, as full of nonsense as I am, I got mad love.
Do you think it's true that people have to teach people how to love, or do you think that love is something that we pre-installed with and we learn how not to love?
I think situations in life will teach you how not to love.
But which do you think is, because you said you need to teach people how to love, right? Or the way to love.
Okay.
But I'm saying, isn't it because God is love, right? And we made in the image of God, which means we made in love.
In love, correct.
So which means when you, even like when a child is born, sometimes you do get a mother that will just take the child and throw them away and all that. But most of the time, that child is grown up in an environment of love, even if it is a single parent love. So I'm thinking that maybe it's the other way around. Instead of having to teach a child how to love, we neglect that as common courtesy, and then unintentionally start showing the child how not to love. For example, if the child is exposed to a toxic environment, family environment, they will learn, because they are naturally are loved. So they naturally born with love. But over repetitive instances of seeing how toxic the family environment is, they I don't think you can learn how not to love, but I mean, you kind of put walls around that, so the love is no longer,
Yeah.
coming through.
Like I said, from a situation, a bad situation that get crept in. So then you now put up that wall. So if I come up to you and I tell you I love you, you're gonna be like, so what? Type of a thing. Yeah, if we look at it like if you're going up to your lady and you're telling her I love you, and if you don't get that response that you think you get I love you too, or she'll ask you, of course, what do you want? You're telling me you love me, what do you want? Now I know sometimes I joke around like that, like with my children. They'll just come to me like, oh daddy, I love you, I'll say what you want. But in a jokey way. But you get those instances where you go to a female and you tell her I love you, then she'll ask you what you want. Why is she asking you that? There could have been a male figure in her life that maybe she was younger and done some nonsense with her that she's not that weren't supposed to happen, and then that wall builds up. So come years later, and then this person will be like, "Okay, I love you. This is why I'm doing this," and yet you're not supposed to do that with a child. And then come years later, now the girl is of age, has a partner, and then wants to do certain things, and the partner says, "I love you," and then that's like a trigger. Hey, Uncle so and so done this with me after telling me that he loves me, and then that wall comes up. So it's why I feel like we went sideways now. But
No, we right on point, bro. I told you the conversation is just gonna flow. You know what I think, bro? There's also another element of that as well, where because I've experienced this. I'm not a person that always says I love you.
Okay.
I'm not a routine lover. For example, I was having a conversation with one of the people that I was dating, and she was always expecting me to say, I love you, you know? So, babe, did you reach home safe? Yes, I did. Okay, I love you. Bye.
Okay.
Talking on the phone. Okay, love you.
Okay.
Okay, babe. You know, I'm like, yo, bro. So I never used to always say that, right?
Okay.
And then she asked me like, why don't you say you love me and everything? Is because you don't love me and all that. So I said, do you believe in actions speak louder than words? And also, I feel like if I continually say I love you, it becomes less believable because it's routine now.
Okay.
But if I hardly say I love you and I actually do, it's like the first time the person said I love you. When you're first dating, you waited to see who's going to be the first one to say, I love you, I love you. And then whoever said it first, the person receiving it, there was like that feeling.
Yeah.
You know, like, yo, this person really loves me. It changes everything. It means now there's a new step now that's taking place. Even though you are comfortable in the step that it was, butterfly phases and all of that, where you're always seeing each other and whatever. But those three words that came out from whichever person first, I love you, even the reciprocation of that, I love you too. There's hardly ever doubt in that.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It's just reciprocated like, yo, now it changed the dynamic of the relationship. Now, okay, so this means now we're moving forward now, you know? We're moving into the real problems. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like that. I don't say I love you every single time for every single moment. I'm a person, well, I don't mean to say anything to people who do say I love you every single day. That's good
you
for
better
you.
watch yourself.
But I'm a person that thinks, right?
Okay.
And I use it when necessary to show something, to show like, you know. So for example, if I'm dating somebody that's had insecurities, right? And I'm not going to say, I love you, I love you, I love you to feed into your insecurity or to put a bandage over it. No. But when I see over the years that you've come, not over the years, but over a period that you've come out of that and you really, you know, grown out of that, I feel like me saying I love you
It just seals that
is, you know, now because I'm acknowledging and I love you for this. I love you for the progress that you've made because you've decided that it's better for us. You know, it wasn't a selfish thing. So I love you. You know what I mean? For that. That's the way I view it.
And now with me, it's the opposite. My phone can ring now, and I'll have a conversation with my wife, and I'll say, or we'll both end a call like, okay, love you. Phone down.
Why?
10 seconds later, the phone rings again. Hey, I forgot to say A, B, and C. Okay, no problem. Love you. Phone down. Personally, with everything we've been in our life, that phone call could be the last time the person said, I love you. So we'll always say, end the conversation with, I love you. We've been, I think I touched on it in the last episode. Not the last episode, but the episode I was on.
You think, but I doubt it.
Where I had my time where I was in and out of hospital.
Okay. Yeah.
My wife also had a time in and out of hospital, facing death multiple times. And yeah, so we've been through so much. And for us to still be together today, if that's not love, in spite of everything we've been through, that's like genuine love. I even said to her one time, like, you decided to be with me who had nothing to give you. Your father could do anything and everything for you. And yeah, I came along and I didn't have anything to offer you, or to say, well, okay, your father can give you the whole world. I can give you the whole world too. I didn't have that. I mean, monetary wise. He said, but that's not why I got together with you. I saw something in you and that made me fall in love with you. So, yeah.
How long you're together? Not married together?
14 years.
No, that's good.
So, yeah, plus mine, that carried over. I think it'll be about 10 years married next year. What year are we in now? Yeah.
2020.
We got married in 2015. So next year we'll be 10 years married. Long, eh? I got Brazil never even last couple months.
Hey, bro.
But yeah, what we were saying again?
You were saying you've been through so much.
Yeah, so every phone call or text message will end off with I love you. And if there's no I love you at the end,
it means you don't love her.
No. So then you know something's wrong. Then I'm like, what did I do? You didn't say I love you. You know, that type of a thing.
Do you not think that's just that's a good point, right? So is that how do I formulate this question? So the I love you, because I think a lot of people have, that's a lot of people. And I don't think it's right, to be honest.
To each his own. To each his own.
Because
like I said, like for me, that I love you at the end. I mean, you know, you have conversations, or you had a funeral and something, and then a person would say, the last conversation I had with so and so, we were fighting. How do you feel? You're
okay,
still
but
alive.
that's got nothing to do with I love you.
Okay, for me, so I'm mad. Okay, if everybody who knows me knows that I'm crazy in love with my wife, like crazy in love. And I believe she's crazy in love with me to still be with me today. But I mean, the love that the two of us have for each other, it's hard to explain. Do you hold your partner's hand when you're walking in public? Okay. In front of the children, would you show affection? So what's wrong with saying I love you? You still saying you're showing the love without saying the words I love you. So why not just say I love you?
Because number one, actions speak louder than your words, right? Number two, just because I don't say I love you doesn't mean I don't love you. For me, showing that you love me is more important than saying that you love me.
So how do you show that you love?
Like as you're saying now, like number one, affection, right? Number two, one of the biggest ways you can show you love a woman is to acknowledge her. You know,
you look like you're getting emotional, bro.
Acknowledge.
So your Adam's apple going.
Acknowledge her, right?
Sure.
There's many ways to show love. Some women, there's this thing called love language. You know what I mean? They have their love language. So you cook for me and whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's how you show them that you love them or whatever. Or words of affirmation. Like I always tell my partner, what's my love language? Mine is words of affirmation, but not I love you. Because I do like a lot of things. So when a person affirms that, I appreciate what you're doing. Cool. I acknowledge that you're doing this and you've done this. That's, That's word of affirmation for me. Or maybe, you know, you're looking handsome today. You know what I mean?
I'm with you.
Things like that. Because you don't just go out and hear that. Nobody will tell you, hey, you're looking handsome. It's like taboo now for another woman to tell you, you're looking handsome today or whatever. And it's both confidence. It's not like, I think I'm all that. If my wife or my person tells me I'm looking handsome today, bro, then hundreds. You know what I mean?
I don't care what anybody else says.
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is the person that told me that I look. But if they don't, and another person tells you, you start to think, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my question for you is, bro. So if you're fighting with your fro now, because you said at a funeral, the person will say, hey, we had a fight. If you're fighting with your fro, do you still say I love you?
Yes. But she won't be happy that you said vrouw.
Why?
I know it's Afrikaans, but you're talking on a slang side. I've never called her my cherry, my sticky, my vrouw, and all that.
But a vrouw means a wife.
I know, but yeah, my love. Sorry. Okay, yeah. If I'm fighting with her, yes, we still say that we love each other, and I mean, we might be disagreeing on something, but that doesn't mean that there's no love.
Exactly. I might not say I love you today.
That's why I said to each his own. To each his own. But see, like you wearing black Vans, I'm wearing black Vans. I like to keep my lace open. You tie your lace. I just tied my lace now. I don't know why I tied my lace, but I just tied my lace. But I don't like lace. We both wearing black Vans. We both like black Vans. What?
You like ripped jeans. I don't like ripped jeans.
Hey, no, these are only jeans that, like, you know, sit on me nicely.
The last time you also wear ripped jeans, bro.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Huh?
Where? I was wearing something else.
We'll move on from there. Yeah, bro. So I just wanted to ask you this, right? So you and your wife, right?
I like the sound of that, bro. I waited so many years for somebody to say that.
You and your wife
it sounds very nice.
have been together for 14 years, married, gonna be 10 years next year.
In Jan, yeah.
Have 3 children.
Well, yes, that's one. Why not? Yeah, 3 children.
No dogs, cats.
No, she loves dogs. She even wants to borrow your dog. But yeah, no. 3 children. We got 2 daughters and a son. Well, you met my son. My son's upstairs running racket in captain's room.
Watching Roblox. So what I want to know is, in this 14 years, what's been the biggest thing that you've learned about love? Because that's what we're talking about. Remember, the opening statement was that a woman incapable of love. And then we spoke about, you know, some women not bearing a child on their own. So that's why it may be harder for them to, you know, love another child that's not their own. And some women being in relationships with some women going after men who are married to other women and all that. That's one point you made. So the question is just based what that's in your mind is, what has been the biggest thing you've learned about love in this 14 years of being with your partner?
Yo, how did you even answer that question? Yo.
Been a long time, bro. You should have.
No, I mean, but how do you put it in words? Okay, I also made a statement of I had to learn to love myself, right? And then for somebody to love me was like that. You said you like words of affirmation was like, okay, yes, you love yourself, and I'm showing you that how you loving yourself is genuine, and that's why I can love you too. And for me to allow her into that special place with, okay, your spouse will be the only person that really knows you. You know me, but my spouse like knows me. And for her to love me with all the good stuff that I come with and whatever bad stuff that I still have lingering in me, and she's still there and she still loves me regardless, then yo, bro, that's insane. I don't know how to answer the question like properly.
Okay,
like,
do you think a man can
I
love.
think you have to cut this whole piece out.
Do you
I
think
can see you're not going to cut it out.
do you think a man can love more than one woman?
Yes.
I'm talking about not your mother, or your sister. Because
My daughters.
I know that's where you're going.
Yes, I was going near my
No,
daughters.
I mean more than one woman. So let's say one wife and another wife.
Yeah, I can love my friend's wife in a sense of not. No, man, I'm talking nonsense. No.
Hey, nearly put yourself in.
Yeah. No, man, I was trying to come out sideways, but the words weren't coming out like how I had it in my brain.
Tell us something.
Yeah. No, man.
No,
No, man, I'm just messing around. For me, I look at it. Okay, I did also. I think I mentioned it in a previous video where I had a conversation with my father, and he was like, "What does the other lady have that your lady doesn't have? Everything is the same. So why would you go to the other lady?"
Not really.
So okay, just me. For me, I've got so much love that I only want to give to one woman. Why must I share it with somebody else?
Because you got so much of it.
But I've got so much for her.
Now, wait, I'm just asking questions, right? Doesn't mean that I stand for any of this or I believe it or anything. I'm just thinking about those people who watch the show that may be in that position. So I speak from the third
You speak for the
person.
people.
Yes, I speak for the people.
And I'm speaking for myself.
Yes, I also have my own views and whatever that I may agree with him on that, but I'm just asking questions about what people may want to know.
And also, I also look at it this way. I've got 2 daughters. And there's going to come a time where there's going to be a guy that's going to come and say, I'm interested in your daughter. If he goes and mess around with somebody else and it hurts my daughters or one of my daughters, how is it going to make me feel? As a man, as a father?
What if that man's married to another woman? He says he wants to marry your daughter and he can provide.
But he's already married.
What if he's a person who, they believe in having more than one?
Well, that's their beliefs, not ours.
But if they can, okay, let me ask you this, right? Earlier on off air, when we were having my mother's lovely spaghetti and meatballs, we are talking about unconditional love, right? Do you believe a father loves his daughter unconditionally?
In what sense?
In the sense that a father loves his daughter unconditionally.
I thought you were going to come out sideways.
No, do you believe that a father loves his daughter unconditionally?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that everybody is capable of unconditional love?
Not everybody, but everybody. Yeah. I can see you're cooking up something, some nonsense in your brain. Okay, your dog's sleeping. I can breathe properly a little bit.
Do you believe everybody is capable of
even your vein is standing here?
Yes or no?
Hey, you're going to come outside.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So, you're touch wood, hypothetically speaking, right? One of your daughters, both of your daughters, whatever, they come home with another daughter for you.
Say, holy bro, what?
Do you still, because I know you spoke about that's not in your culture, whatever the case is, like, do you still love? How does that change anything for you in terms of love?
Hey, say, bro. Bro.
How does it, because earlier on you said you need to teach the children how to love, right? Now you've taught your...
You went sideways like this in our other episode. Now you're doing it again. We finished clear the air there. Now, you say, bro. What?
It's a good question. Like again.
So why are you asking me the same question again in different words on this episode now?
What? Asked you the question before?
Yes.
About what?
About this.
Oh yeah, when I said
yes.
No.
What?
But there I said to you, if you are acting and they had to ask you to do a
No,
scene,
it's the same. You're gonna get the same answer. For those of you that don't know, if he doesn't cut this part out, for those of you that don't know, please go and watch what was it, episode 14?
Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. But it's a different question because there you had no emotional attachment. If you're going to go and act and, it's not your production, it's not your, it's nothing, it's just your value that you have, right? I value this, I don't agree to, and it's you that it's happening to. I don't agree to be kissing another male on a show. That's different. This is another question now. Now I'm talking about, okay, this is your seed. This is your person. You taught this person everything that they know. This is your investment. Let's be honest, right? Because you've invested. And you speak about love and everything. And they come home and they say to you, I'm in love with this person. Does that, what weighs more, your value or your love? I think that's the best question I've ever asked on Takes, bro.
Why you must ask me that question?
Because you're the best guest host ever.
No, dude. No. For me, with the way the world is today, you have to be careful what you say. Especially this is going to be on YouTube.
Bro,
I'm not happy that you asked me this question. No, it's a very good question. But I'm not happy that you asked me this question. Because now, what if I go viral with my answer? You understand what I'm saying?
All publicity is good.
No, bro. No. I'm still wetting my toes in the entertainment industry. Now you want me to
while you formulate the answer, let me go and tell them what episode they can go and watch.
No.
I think it was episode 12.
No, like for me, yes, I would still love my child. But then I would feel like I failed as a parent. Wow, I like how you turned. Like, whew. Why I say that is because I was taught certain things, and I am teaching my children those same principles and values. So,
I have to apologize, guys. I'm literally just trying to see what's the episode that you can go and check. But I am listening to you. Feel like you failed as a parent.
I would feel like I failed as a parent because everything I taught you was like for nothing.
Episode 12.
You took very long. I could have went. I've got a folder on my phone that I got my interviews. So be it podcasts, radio, and all that. I just go straight to that folder. You could have asked me. I would have done it.
But it's an iPhone. It's not as advanced.
iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would feel like everything I've taught you, values I've instilled in you, and all that, it's like I failed.